Good evening, Porterfield. So tonight I'll be bringing you the devotion, and my name is Katie Wise. And tonight I wanted to focus on chapter 4 in the book of Mark. This is one of my favorite stories in the Bible, and tonight I'm going to do something a little different. My cousin Carrie Farnsworth has been inspiring me to try new things, so I hope that you will enjoy tonight's devotion and the view from my chair. I wanted to share with you my fish tank. So I have this fish tank upstairs in my home office where I can watch them swim about on a daily basis. And it's such a very calming and fun little activity that I like to do, especially when I get that frustrating email that comes through. I can just look over and see my little fishies swimming around, not a care in the world. And so I would like you to get comfy, and I've turned off the lights, so hopefully it gives it a little more peaceful and warm feeling. And as I go ahead and read Mark chapter 4, verses 35 through 41. Wind and wave obeyed Jesus. On the same day, when evening had come, he said to them, "Let us cross over to the other side." Now when they had left the multitude, they took him along in the boat as he was, and other little boats were also with him. And a great windstorm arose, and the waves beat into the boat, so that it was already filling. But he was in the stern, asleep on a pillow. And they awoke him and said to him, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" Then he arose and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, "Peace, be still." And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. But he said to them, "Why are you so fearful? How is it that you have no faith?" And they feared exceedingly and said to one another, "Who can this be, that even the wind and the sea obey him?" So in this passage, Jesus was looking to cross the Sea of Galilee to expand his ministry to the Gentiles. And unlike his disciples, Jesus believed that they were going to make it to the other side of the sea. So he took a nap. Then a violent storm started to brew. Massive waves and wind tossed their little boat all around, and the disciples feared for their lives. It's interesting to know that many of the disciples were actually seaworthy fishermen and were most likely familiar with storms on the sea. But however, this was no ordinary storm. Yet, still you would have thought that the disciples would not have been concerned. I mean, after all, they had Jesus, the Son of God, on their boat, and he was napping through it. He was not worried. But instead of being calm, they panicked and woke him up. So it kind of makes me think, how often do we as Christians, though we are followers of Jesus, still panic? How often do we allow the waves of this life to bring us down? For me, the power of the story is not when Jesus calmed the storm. It was after that, when he rebuked his disciples, asking why they were so afraid and why they had wavered in their faith. The disciples were in fearful awe. Their fear was not produced by the storm, but by the calm. Although Jesus was asleep in the boat, he was very much in control of the situation. Storms in our life are bound to happen, and just like the disciples, being a follower of Jesus does not guarantee a storm-free life. And I want to encourage you that the next time a storm brews in your life and you do not feel that God is in control, fear not. Peace, be still. Let him draw you in and make way through the waters with you. I pray for you all to be at peace with our Lord this week. I hope you have developed a sense of calmness after watching the fishies swim around for the past few minutes. I know they sure do help me, so I hope they helped you. Until next time, thank you, and we and my fishies, we together wish you a fantastic day.